Yeah, I think it's illegal, but we're gonna do it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Metal Remains Backstage. I'm Manuel at the Resurrection Fest 2026, and with me is Paul from Blood Incantation. Hi, Paul. How was your trip coming here?
It was good. We had a long drive, so we spent most of the day in the bus, and then we didn't have access at the festival grounds until just a few hours ago, and so we spent most of the day just at the beach, just doing nothing.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a great day.
Yeah, pretty
if you
good.
ask me. You are bringing an incredible run of recent material to Resurrection Fest. How much of those new tracks are coming into the setlist?
We're playing the whole Absolute Elsewhere album, and then we play some old songs at the end.
Okay, that sounds very nice because I'm a big fan of straying from the path, but it's a very strong thing what you're bringing, so that's good. And how do you feel about being the absolute closure to bringing the absolute closure to the festival?
I mean, 2:10 in the morning to start playing is very extreme. I think actually in the Geneva Conventions they filed that under cruel and unusual punishment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's illegal, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we like to do illegal things, but
Yeah.
don't do it at home. We're professionals, you know?
Yeah.
Now, Resurrection Fest is a festival with a very strong tradition. There's a lot of fans that only come to this festival in the region, and for some, it's going to be the first time watching you perform live. So, what are your expectations on that audience?
I mean, if anyone is still awake at that time of night, then I think we like playing to people who don't know who we are. That's part of the reason. That's a huge reason why we like playing. This tour in particular, we've played a lot of mainstream festivals where we're the only metal band at all. And that usually goes over pretty well because it stands out pretty dramatically amongst all the bands that they see that day. And in this context, even though it's a metal festival, or a heavier festival, because there's like some, brutal stuff, there's some more alternative stuff, but I think we still stand out pretty well. We have a lot of dynamics and, soundscape changes
Yes.
throughout the set, and I think a person who has never heard it is in for a treat because it's a big
gonna be
journey.
tricky.
Yeah, it's a big journey. So, and like I said, we play stuff on this tour. The whole Absolute Else tour presents Absolute Elsewhere in its entirety, and then we go back in time and play old songs. Each time we come over, we do different old songs, so everybody gets a little bit of something. So I think right now we're playing something from every album except for the demo. So
Okay, that's very nice for the fans and for the new fans.
Yeah.
Your latest release continues to explore new sonic territories, but do you feel that there's still place for extreme metal to discover new flavors?
oh yeah, I mean that's half the fun. Is always trying. There's always new combinations of sounds still waiting to be heard, and that's part of the reason that we're in this particular band is we're trying to find, for our tastes, the most interesting combinations of disparate sounds. So whether that's, technical death metal and krautrock, or funeral doom and black metal, or ambient music and like folk music, we like to combine all that stuff in an interesting way for us to listen to that's also fun to play. And so there's still a lot of room for especially extreme metal to go further down that path of combining weird stuff.
Yeah, good. And do you have like a gram or an inch of concern when it comes to turning off your regular audience when exploring new grounds?
No, I mean that's their prerogative. If you don't like it, just start your own band. Life is that simple.
Yeah, that's everybody should start a band instead of arguing.
Exactly.
And if someone is seeing Blood Incantation for the first time live today, what's the thing you hope they experience through your set?
I hope they have time because we play only 5 songs, but it's 80 minutes, and so these 10 to 20 minute songs. I hope that they at least have time to watch one complete song, and then if they're gonna stay for one half of the set, I would say for the first half because that's the new album, and so that would be easiest for somebody to be like, they go to a record store and say, I'm looking for the new Blood Incantation album, and then the guy brings it and says, it's this one.
Okay, I have one more question, but before that, I just wanted to ask you, because I really like your signature look, so I wanted to ask you if you can rate my mustache. How would you rate it?
I like it.
From 1 to 10.
Yeah, I like your beard too. It's nice.
So there you have it, guys.
But
Now, the last one. In the Metal Remains Backstage, we try to explore all the different experiences bands have at the backstage. So, can you share with us one of your favorite backstage stories?
well, the other day we had a backstage that had 2 toilets and 2 showers, and that was pretty exciting. So,
Yeah, top of the
yeah.
game.
This one's got 3 toilets and only 1 shower. Or no, vice versa. It's 3 showers, 1 toilet. Avant-garde, actually. So they.
It's a life of luxuries, right?
Yeah, pretty luxurious back there. So that way, everybody can shower, get back on the bus. Like I said, we're playing at 2 in the morning. So by the time we finish, the truck is probably going to be closing at the crack of dawn. So I don't even know if we'll still have access, but it would be very cool. But it'd be nice if there was like a record store backstage or a sauna. That'd be
Yeah.
good. A sauna backstage would be pretty cool. A spa.
We'll be taking those advices from Paul
That'd be
organization Resurrection Fest. There you have it. We need a press room, right? An interview room and a sauna.
A sauna would be great. That would be really nice.
Great. Thank you very much for your time, Paul.
Got it.
I will see you from the stage. You will recognize this shiny head.
Well, with my glasses off, I won't see you, but I hope you enjoy the show.
I will.
So.
If you enjoyed this interview, please like it and share it with your friends. Make sure to buy and stream Blood Incantation's music to double support the band and come to their live shows whenever you get the chance. See you next time, but until then, stay metal.
See ya.